Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be covering my newest sort of build, which is an AI appointment setter. And I actually haven't seen anybody make this exact build on like YouTube or anything like that. So I think this is quite unique. Obviously, it can be done by anybody, but I haven't seen anybody take this sort of approach. And it basically just replaces any sort of appointment setter, or it's sort of just if you do a lot of your sales through social media, it can be on your website as well, or like your WhatsApp. But I think it works best with social media where you're going to get a lot of traffic. So if you're sort of like a business, like a coach that gets a lot of their business through DMs, or if you're like a trainer or like a medical spa, or someone who just books in appointments through their Instagram, this is going to be really helpful for you. So how it works is basically, I'll put a video in the top corner somewhere on the screen, which like runs through how it works on Instagram. So it can be done on the Facebook DMs, Instagram DMs, WhatsApp, website, like a little chat bot. But how it works is basically, so when someone texts you on Instagram, I'm using Instagram for this example because this is what I use it mostly for with my clients, and I think it works the best on. When someone DMs the account, it automatically responds with like, hey, welcome to blah, blah, blah. And then it offers them a few questions. So it's like, ask a question, leave a Google review, book a call, stuff like that. Doesn't have to be book a call, it can be like book an appointment or whatever. And then the user is just taken through all the steps. So what's your name? What time do you want to have your session, or a session, appointment? What time do you want to do all that? And then what sort of session do you want? So like, let's say if it's like a medical spa, do you want like a massage, or do you want like a face, I don't know, whatever. If it's like a football academy, do you want to do skills, or do you want to do like group training? And then you enter all that, and then it automatically puts the appointment into the Google Calendar. And I can also add in like a link that sends them straight to a Stripe payment, and then it triggers it. So I can do a lot of extra things like that, where like the person has to pay before it actually adds to the calendar, but sometimes people just pay on arrival. So it really depends on the business. So that's the main sort of feature of the thing. Just basically streamlines the whole sales and it leaves out any sort of middleman. The bot also can cancel sessions, so someone can go on the DMs and say, I want to cancel my session for tomorrow, and it will take the appointment off the calendar. And then it also can, if let's say someone says, I want to do this at 4 p.m, but 4 p.m. is taken on your calendar, it will say, sorry, 4 p.m. is taken, do these work for you? And then it will give the prospect like 3 or so other options in the day that are free. So it sort of eliminates like loss of leads. Do you know what I mean? Because it that sort of eliminates some of the error that would happen with just a normal appointment setter. So there also has other features as well. So the main one that I use is the AI assistant. So this is basically, it's tailored really to what the business is that I'm helping. So let's say if you're a football coach, the person can find let's say 5 skill moves to train, and all that would just be found through a knowledge base or AI. So let's say, maybe that's not a good example. I'll say like a medical spa. So what happens would be the person goes, yes, I want some help, and then the AI will go, okay, what are you looking for? So what's your price range? What part of your back hurts? How long do you want to be in the medical spa? And then it will take all those variables, and then it will find the perfect package or product for the person. So it's giving them sort of free value, and helping them out in a way. So that's also another sort of feature that I like adding into the bots, because it just improves user experience really and helps them out. It also can incentivize feedback in Google reviews, so the person can rank their experience with the business 1 to 5. If it's like a 5, then it will send them to a Google review tab, whereas if it's like a 4 or below, it will send them to like Google form. So it can gather feedback and also boost your Google reviews, which obviously is really important in reputation. Yeah, and as I said before, it can cancel appointments. And another really big sort of feature of it is the 24/7 receptionist part. So what I do is I get a sort of PDF with all the businesses like information that I would need. So when they're open, stuff like that, I load it into the AI of this sort of bot, and then whenever a user asks a question like when is blah 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 open, or what's the location of the store in, I don't know, Sydney or whatever, the chatbot will just quickly scan the PDF and just take the information that the person asked for. So it will just answer anything within seconds. So that takes a lot of manual labor away from someone like, let's say you is just answering DMs all day about like mundane sort of common questions. That can just solve that completely for you and just save a lot of time for your business. And also it replies in seconds, so it's going to be the user's going to be really impressed with how fast everything works. So yeah, I'll show you the flow quickly. This is sort of what it looks like. I'm not going to go through every single step here because I'd be here for ages. If you want me to make a separate video where I go through the exact build, I can do that if you really do like this sort of build. But yeah, so basically the top row is just where the person successfully books an appointment. This row here is when they try and book an appointment but it's not available, so it's a few more steps. And then the bottom row is when they cancel an appointment. So yeah, as you can see, it's a bit of a flow that goes on, and this links up to another software where the bot where I have to program the actual chatbot. So it's quite a long sort of flow. So I can go through the whole thing, but I'll definitely have to do another video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you thought this sort of build was quite cool, because I think it's quite useful for the right type of business, that is. Some businesses would require more human to human interaction for more like high ticket sort of things and stuff like that, where the product sort of needs a lot more explanation, or the service, whatever. But yeah, if you want this for your own business, I'm happy to obviously install it, and we can audit your business, see what features would be more important than others, or how I can sort of craft this better for you. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see a full build video. Thanks.